welcome back. My name's Ryden Noah and I make silly little fashion videos on the internet and you lot seem to like them. And we've got another one today. The sun's out, summer is well and truly here, and I know you're struggling for shorts recommendations. I'm here to help you. I'm gonna show you 10 pairs of my favorite shorts right now. We're gonna go through the price, the fit, and the details, and hopefully I can put you onto some new brands and maybe give you a little bit of inspo for your shorts this summer. Notice I say shorts, not jorts. We got a mixture of everything here. These are my favorite ones in my collection. I think the shorts collection's kind of cooking this year. Before we get straight into it, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. They do help me out massively. I really appreciate all the support on YouTube, and leave us any feedback you've got for me down in the comments. Now I'm gonna have a quick sip of my cup of tea. Let's get into the shorts. Number one on the list are the pleated denim shorts from Le Corsair. Price. These shorts retail for £62, and I think that's a really good price point for these. Le Corsair is an Australian brand, so they do a lot of really good summer wear. Their shorts in particular are what draws my eye to them. Denim pleated jorts are fantastic. I think this is such a cool concept, having pleated jorts. It's a little bit different compared to just a regular pair of jorts. I really enjoy the fit of these. They're quite wide, but not too long, which I really like. It doesn't have to be below the knee by kilometers every time. I got a size small and I'm 5'8" to give you a little bit of reference for sizing. And they're just a really great pair of jorts. They're quite soft, comfortable. They've got a lot of nice details. You've got the LC embroidered on the right pocket at the front. You've also got 4 very clean pleats at the front, which give these a really nice billowy shape, as well as a brown leather back patch as well. This kind of short is something that you can really just wear every day, and I think it's a really, really good pair of shorts for you to consider on that day-to-day vibe. Jorts, you can wear them with literally anything. Dress them up, dress them down, do whatever you want. They go with color, whatever. For £62, you cannot complain whatsoever. Second pair on the list are the pleated selvage denim jorts from Nanmin. These are the most expensive on the list, coming in at £90, which is steep for a pair of shorts, but the quality is reflective of the price. Let's talk through the fit. I've got a size 30. These are big, not necessarily on the waist, but just overall. They're a big pair of shorts. They're wide, they're long, they're voluminous, I think is the perfect word. Voluminous. That's the word, not voluminous. What an idiot. However, I must say I really do enjoy the fit. Nice and wide, really quite long. I can sag a little bit to make them longer. Looks quite cool, I feel. Now let's talk about the details. Up front, you've got very similar pleating pattern to the Le Corsair jorts. However, we've also got a little key ring on these ones, which you can chuck your keys on if you fancy. I'm also a huge fan of the hardware choice on these. These silver buttons on the adjustable waist and the silver rivets on the pockets. It is also a button fly, which I'm a big fan of. You've also got 2 welt pockets on the back and a smaller leather tab as well. As far as construction goes, you've got the selvage ID running around the inside of the waistband, and the finish is really, really, really good. These, I'm pretty sure, if I asked them nicely, could just stand up by themselves and go walk to the kitchen and make me another cup of tea. Other than the fact that they're just a little bit thick for this UK weather at the moment, and obviously the UK is rarely like this hot, so that's really not much of an issue. I do think they're fantastic. They are a really, really nice pair of jorts, and it's one I recommend you look at. And overall, for £90, you can't complain. Third on the list, we've got the plaid jorts from Rain OG. These have been my most worn pair of jorts this summer so far, and I hope you can understand why. Firstly, the retail price is £72. They released, I believe, a week ago, and there's still some sizes in stock. So if you like them, check them out. They are a lighter weight raw denim. I don't know the exact ounceage. However, they're not too heavy. I can wear them in this weather and it's actually quite nice. They're quite like flowy and breathable. The fit is perfect on me, hence why I've worn them so much. I've got them in a 30 waist. I should say it's about bang on. They are, I can maybe have got a size down, but I don't think I would have because these just fit perfect. They're long, not too long, wide, not too wide. It's that perfect Goldilocks situation for me. Moving on to the details now. Starting off on the back, you've got 2 back pockets, which is obviously very standard, but you've also got a rubber back tab, which I quite like. You don't really see rubber used as back tabs as much as you do leather but I'd be interested to see how this wears over time. This is where the party starts. On the front, you've got the plaid in the front pockets, which is absolutely awesome. I love this color choice. It really complements the raw denim color. You've also got the brand logo on the right coin pocket. Simple little bit of detail, nothing too crazy, and custom buttons as well. And £72, I think, is reasonable, especially for them being raw denim. Yeah, fantastic. Number 4 on the list, we've got the Experiment 5 Daily Denim Jorts. These come in at £80 on the dot. These are a very standard pair of raw denim jorts. However, I feel as though where they get their value from is the construction and quality. They're not a very heavy denim whatsoever. I think they're quite light actually in comparison to a lot of my others. However, all the seams are triple stitched, so these are gonna be bomb proof. You've got a leather back tab, which is fading really nicely already. All of the inside seams are taped and finished incredibly. You've also got a custom button, and I think this size tag is a really, really cool touch. Now, in terms of fit, these are shorter than a lot of my other jorts, which I don't mind whatsoever, but I did just totally get the wrong size. These are just too big on my waist, unfortunately. 2 very standard back pockets and 2 slit front pockets. You may also notice that the yoke on these is quite long, which affects the fit in a weird way. I feel like the pockets sit really low on my batty. They feel a little bit saggy on my arse, but that may be because I just need to go gym and do my squats, and it could be because I got the wrong size. So I'm not saying that this design choice is why they fit me slightly weird. It's just a thought. However, I do think that the quality denim wear on the tag is true. This is a high quality product. These are a very, very good pair of jorts, most definitely. Halfway through the list, and for number 5, we've got the tracky shorts from Luther Melbourne. Moving away from jorts now, we've got these tracksuit shorts, which are unbelievably comfortable. Details. There are very little. Not everything has to have loads of details. This is a great basic pair of grey tracksuit shorts. YKK zippers on both front pockets, which means your stuff's not gonna fall out, which is great. 1 welt pocket on the back next to a very little stain that I got on them. Oops. They've also got a nice thick waistband and drawstrings, and I got these in a size 32. I do like to size up when I wear joggers and jogger shorts, just because I like them to be a little bit baggier, and with these I do sag a little bit, and they're great. They're so comfortable. They're not too thick to the point where they are like, they make me sweat too much in the summer. They're quite nice and airy, which is really, really lovely. And I think the fit is brilliant. They're long, not too long. And with these kind of things, you can dress them up if you wanted. Like, I usually just wear these with trainers or like my Birks or just something chill. These are like my chilling shorts for the summer. And I think for £48, you really can't complain with a really comfortable pair of jogger shorts like this. I think they're a great option for a comfortable pair of summer shorts that aren't gonna, 1, break the bank, and 2, gonna be too hot in this heat. Yeah, a very, very good pair of jogger shorts for the summertime. Highly recommend these. Number 6 on the list, we have the pleated wool shorts from Blank Collective. These are coming in at £86, which is almost the most expensive on our list, but not quite. Are they worth the money? Straight up, yes. Firstly, I just want to talk about the fit. These are the most perfect pair of shorts I've ever found fit-wise. They hug my waist perfectly. I don't need to wear a belt, which is an amazing feeling. Especially for a slimmer man like myself, I can never find things that actually fit my waist. So when I do, it's exciting. They're a really nice length, just below the knee, exactly what we want. And they've got a really nice pleat pattern as well, which allows them to hold that balloony shape really nicely, even when I'm walking, and the material choice allows them to be stiff enough to not get battered by the wind. So for fit, fantastic, absolutely incredible. Now let's run through the details. Starting at the back, you've got 2 welt pockets with a small bit of embroidery above the left-hand side, which does just say Blank Collective, the brand name. And the front of these, they are just beautiful to look at. The colors on them, the pleats, the construction, the hardware choice, incredible. I can't fault these one single bit. These pleats are really interesting because you've got a small box pleat close to the button, and then you've got 1 pleat facing outwards and then 1 pleat facing inwards, as if it's a box pleat that's been spread. And this pleat on the outside actually hides the the front pocket, which is amazing. No clue if it's deliberate or not. Either way, fantastic move. And because it's so far out towards the side seam, it allows them to really stay wide, and that's what gives them the shape. The tortoiseshell buttons are a great choice, and these are a button fly as well, which I feel like reflects the high quality feel of the product, if that makes sense. I'm slouching so much right now. Look at the finish on the inside of this waistband. This style of waistband is something you'd find from a suit from the 80s. It's just so cool. Only downside for me is the fact that they are a wool and polyester blend, but to make them fully wool would be ridiculous because they cost so much, one to make and to sell. The overall details, the fit, absolutely warrant the price of £86. Again, Australian brand, so you may have shipping and all that, but they are sold out, so you don't have that issue, so stop crying. Brilliant. These are, again, one of my most worn pairs of shorts this summer. They are incredible. For number 7 on the list, we've got the McCrae cargo shorts. These released a long time ago, I believe over a year ago now, and I had them last summer, and they were brilliant. I still wear them. They're very comfortable. Retail price on these is £62, which I think is honestly a little bit steep for what they are. I think the design is really cool and the fit is brilliant. However, they are 100% polyester, but it kind of makes sense. But I just think they could be like 50 quid. But hey, that's just me. As far as details on the back, you've got one back pocket with the McCrae logo embroidered there. To move over to the front, you've got an elasticated drawstring waist, which is pretty good because that means they're really comfortable and you can wear them however you want. You've also got a keychain and a fake fly, which kind of makes sense, but also kind of doesn't really need to be there, I guess. 2 front pockets and 1 cargo pocket on each side, as well as toggles on the leg opening. They aren't really, like, I don't think I've ever touched those, but I guess they look cool. The fit on these is really good. I really like them. Nice, big, wide, balloony. They're quite lightweight as well, so they're nice and breathable. Great for when it's really hot outside. The standout thing for me on these is the fit. They just fit incredibly. So wide, so baggy, and I just think they look really cool when dressed up with a pair of loafers. That's my go-to. And I think it looks awesome. 62 quid, can you complain? Probably not. For number 8 on the list, we've got the unreleased Shinszo pleated shorts. Now, these are unreleased, which means you can't buy them, so I don't know what price they are, but I just had to include them. These are like the coolest shorts I own. The fit on these bad boys is nuts. These are a sample pair that I actually picked up from Al, the owner of Shinszo himself. So they're not actually my size. They're a 32 and my natural waist size is 26. Just bear that in mind. So they are wham. They are really wham, but got a buckle back. So I just cinched that in all the way and we're good to go. It's brilliant. The fit is fantastic. I love how they hold themselves with these massive pleats. Gives them a really, really wide, almost like triangular shape it feels when I wear them. They are a couple of sizes too big for me, so it's gonna be hard to judge, but I just love the way that they fall and sit, and they're actually really comfortable to wear because of the material choice. I really love a stupidly oversized short. I don't know, I think that's obviously the trend right now is like shorts that are basically longs. But hey, I'm here for it. I think it looks really cool sometimes, but I do think you need a little bit of variation. On to details of these bad boys. Obviously you've got the silver buckle on the back with 2 welt pockets. Pretty standard, but I really love this bright silver buckle. It looks so cool. They've got no branding whatsoever, which I quite like. Very, very understated look. And they look fancy. They just do. And this is where they come into their own. Look at those bad boy pleats. They are awesome. The material feels like a really thick suiting material, not like as in suit trouser, more like thick blazer material is what I describe it as. The finish is fantastic, no loose threads. They feel very, very, very well made. Got really thick, sturdy belt loops, which is great, and a chunky YKK zipper fly, as well as, I don't actually know what these clips are, but it's not a button, it's a clip, which I quite like actually. It goes with the more formal vibe. Just to put it in a word, they're just cool. Number 9 on the list, we've got the schoolboy shorts from McCrae Studios. These are the second most expensive shorts on the list, coming in at £89, but you will understand why. These are handmade by a man called McCrae, who is a wizard. There's actually a funny story with these bad boys. He sent them to me and they took 5 months to arrive because they got stuck in customs, which was so upsetting. So I didn't even get a chance to wear them last summer when he sent them to me. But this summer, oh yes. I feel like because of the fact that they are handmade, it instantly bumps the price up purely because of the skill and craftsmanship it takes to do this by hand. However, I know his product has improved a lot since he sent me these, so I'm gonna be very honest about this review. On this particular pair, I do not think they are necessarily worth £89, but let me explain. I think that the finish could be better, but I think he knows that. And the finish on his products now looks 10 out of 10. So I really think that's a non-issue. The only other gripe I have with these is I feel like there's too much fabric on the fly. So I get this really like awkward crease. Obviously you've got the 2 pleats, but then here I get this crease, which is just a little bit annoying. Other than that, they're fantastic, and I do still really like them and wear them quite a lot. I think the fit is so good. They've got a really nice wide leg shape with the double pleats, which helps them to stay wide, and they're not too long. They finish around right on my knee, which is a really nice level for me, and it gives me a little bit of more variation in my collection. They're quite an understated pair of shorts. At the end of the day, it is just a black pair of pleated shorts. However, the pocket linings have got this really nice plaid pattern, which is so cool. They're 100% cotton, made by McCrae. Brilliant. I feel like even though the finish isn't necessarily 10 out of 10, that's okay. It's handmade, they tell a story. I think it's brilliant. And I also think that the choice of the tortoise shell button fly is fantastic. These are just a really good pair of shorts. Number 10 on the list are the linen shorts from Pintelli. These shorts retail for around £75. I literally got these 2 days ago. They sent them out and I've worn them every day since. They are so good, especially in the UK heat wave. Firstly, talk about the fit. These are massive. They are huge, guys. They are literally the biggest things since sliced bread. That makes no sense, but I'm rocking with it. They're very long, very wide, have got a very similar pleating pattern to the Shinszo shorts, which again shows that they're really wide and helps them to stay wide. They are also linen, which means that they fall very differently compared to all of the other shorts I've shown in this video. They're a lot more drapey and flowy, which in this weather at the moment is perfect. It's exactly what I was missing in my rotation, something a little bit lighter weight, and these are perfect for that. They are disgracefully comfortable. Now for the details. 2 pockets on the back with very chunky belt loops, which you don't really need because they've got drawstrings, which I think really actually not even just as a functionality, I think from a design point of view, I think the drawstrings add a little bit of extra swaz because they're quite flowy and you can see them dangling and I think it looks cool. Yeah, you've got an elasticated waist, which is very thick and feels sturdy. Really nice pleats with the slit side pockets as well. And I think they're a really cool pair of shorts. It's something a little bit different and I haven't really seen any brands mess about with doing a lightweight linen pair of shorts. And these are awesome. I love the way that the guys at Pintelli have styled these and showcased them on their page. All of the Instagrams will be in the video as well, so you can just go straight there. Yeah, these are brilliant. I'm very grateful to have been gifted them. Absolutely fantastic. I'm well and truly in love with them and I will be wearing them all summer long. And there you have it, ladies and gents. Those are all 10 pairs that I wanted to show you in today's video. I'm really happy with this shorts collection I'm building for this summer. I think it's at such a good place right now, and I'm really hoping that I was able to give you guys a little bit of inspo to take away with you and help you with your collection. I really hope you've enjoyed this one. I filmed in a different location as well. We're currently sat in my living room, which is slightly different because it's a little bit more echoey. So let me know if you don't like my voice as much in this video, if that makes sense, without sounding too mean in the comments, please. Either way, I really hope you have enjoyed. Please let me know if you've got any feedback for me. Put it down in the comments. Say something nice. Gas me up if you want to. Someone just walked past my window. Hey. If you've got any questions, drop them in the comments. Other than that, I'm not taking up any more of your time today. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And please drink more water because we're dehydrated as hell. And thank you very much. And I will see you very shortly, I hope.